Oh my God, it's just such an unbelievable moment.
Brandon, you also told me, as you can hear the chants from the crowd, let's go, Brandon.
Says he is alarmed by the rising cases. Alrighty. I am fashionably late. I'm black. Give me some time. Give me some time. I actually was being a productive Negro, and I just got off the radio locally here, having a good conversation about children's mental health. So you can spare me. I was supposed to be done. They were late, so they made me late. You know, I'm just a brother out here just trying to do some good work. But salute. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Universal Jones Show. We're going to start branding this thing a little differently. Start calling it the Universal Jones Show. I am Brandon Jones, also known as Universal Jones on these streets. Some might call me Jigaboo Jones because they say I start to coon from time to time, which I think is hilarious. I think that is hilarious. I'm nowhere near a coon, but hey. You say you try to keep things objective and you don't follow the narrative about BIPOC people. I'm gonna use that term, black folks, and get called a coon. But that's not what today's stream is about. Today's stream, matter of fact, let me change my avatar. Today's stream is actually about AI and this growing concern of AI psychosis. And I seen a news clip that I found to be fascinating. And I want to address this clip. I don't know if I'm going to cam up today or not. I probably should. I might actually move locations throughout this stream. I don't know. I'll be streaming for a while. This is going to be kind of a shorter video. I might hop on some other folks' channels today. But I am in the flesh. Salute to everybody. What's up? So we're going to get into this. I'm going to share a few news clips. This is the one I wanted to start with. I was trying to find the right news clip to start with, and I fucking picked the wrong one. But this is the one I wanted to start with because this is what sparked my interest this morning. Now, for folks who are not in the know of this, I'm late to the game on this AI psychosis thing. This has been around for a couple months, apparently. People have been talking about this. It just floated on my radar recently. There was a lady that went viral for talking about her relationship that she had with her therapist, or she was kind of in love with her therapist. And there was another piece of the story where she was talking about how her AI was making her go crazy. And it became like this thing, which I find fascinating because I've been a user of AI for years now. It's probably been maybe 4 years, maybe about 4 years or so. And my first engagement with AI was through the app Grammarly. Now, Grammarly helps you really become a better writer if you use it correctly, but it edits your writing. And since I've spent a good chunk of my life in academia, it was a good tool for years. And that was the first AI thing that just kind of cleaned up your writing for you. And then from there, the email client, the email app that I use is called Spark Email. And they introduced AI a few years ago. And that was the first time I actually had AI like respond to things or respond to people. So I could just literally click a button and give a few prompts and it will respond in certain ways via email to people, which was cool. And then ChatGPT kind of became popular. I was an early adapter in that. And then probably about a month into using ChatGPT, I started to pay for it. And I've been paying for it ever since, using the paid version. I use AI for a lot of like brainstorming and thinking. It's to the point now where me and my AI are almost like damn near twins. Like, it's kind of crazy how much I've trained the AI that I use. It's to the point where actually something interesting happened for me earlier when I was creating the description for today's show. In the description, you'll notice towards the end, my tagline that I usually say when I do my own shows, stay safe, stay constructive, stay well, appeared in the description. Now, I did not prompt AI to do that, and I've never wrote that into my AI ever. I usually just say that because that's just something I normally say. Like when I do content, I've had that saying for a long time. So I never write it in anywhere. I've never put it into ChatGPT, and it wrote the damn description. It wrote it in the description for this video. And I was like, whoa, So my AI obviously has been like listening to my audio and playing back things. I've never wrote that anywhere because it's just something that I've been saying for years. I just say it. It's just a tagline. It's just the way I end my content. And I do a podcast that I don't share here on this channel, and it's just a quick podcast for parents and how to work with their teenagers around mental health. It's something that I do for one of my business ventures, and I use that tagline all the time in that podcast. And I'm just like, whoa, it had to pick it up from somewhere, and I've never wrote it before. So AI is definitely interesting. It's scary. As a matter of fact, I might actually do some testing. I don't know. Maybe I'll show you all on screen and just ask AI what it thinks about AI psychosis. See if it gives me kind of a gives me some insight on what it thinks about AI psychosis. That might be interesting. But no. So this is a thing. This is a thing, and I think it's exposing something about human dynamics and the weakness that we have in our society today. We have a lot of just, it's not even mental fragility. It's just we just have weak people. I don't know how you become subjugated to something like AI. I really don't know how it captivates you in this way. And it is a real thing. I don't want to minimize it and act like it's not a real thing. Like people are legit losing it and finding themselves wrapped up and engulfed in this AI world. And I feel like you have to have a lot more fortitude to not allow yourself to be in love or driven to madness by artificial intelligence. It's a tool. It should be a tool. It should be a tool, but for these people, it's not. It's like part of it is their life. It's not even part of their life. It is their life. So this is a concern. This is a concern. We need to be very concerned about this because if people are allowing AI to dictate their actions like this, we're in a world of trouble. And I say that not for many people who probably listen to this podcast and you're thinkers, but for the folks who don't, the true NPCs of this world who are just gullible for anything and just fall for anything. These people may be driven to do things they never thought. So AI psychosis isn't a medical diagnosis. It's not even an actual mental health diagnosis yet. It may become one depending on how quickly we're going. And I should also mention this. Some of you don't know this, but the diagnostic statistical manual, or the DSM, it's the Bible for mental health. That's going to be up for review here, and they're going to be putting out a new edition in a few years. I think 2027 is when the next one's going to come out, and they're taking a different approach this time around updating the DSM. And I wouldn't be surprised if they start having more mental health diagnosis surrounded by technology and AI and virtual reality. So don't be surprised if this becomes a real diagnosis soon. Right now, it is a thing that we're utilizing to just describe a certain behavior that we're seeing. But this might become a thing. This might actually become a thing here pretty soon. So this is what I know so far about AI psychosis. And then we're going to watch a few clips and I'm going to respond to those clips. So AI psychosis is not a medical diagnosis. It's more of a conceptual or cultural term that people are using to describe the mental strain, paranoia, and distorted thinking caused by interactions with artificial intelligence or AI. It's also been referred to, it usually refers to a couple different things. There were three main things that are happening. There's an over-reliance on AI where people are dependent on AI, on various different AI tools to make decisions for them, to dictate to them how to engage in relationships, and also to give them validation on who they are, which is crazy. Just like you're going to artificial intelligence to boost you up. And it reminds me of the Kanye line. I said this on a couple streams back, of crowdsourcing your self-esteem. And I just remember him saying that. I don't even remember what song it was on, but he said I crowdsourced. I think it was on my Dark Twisted Fantasy album. He said I'm crowdsourcing my self-esteem, and that line always stood out to me because I'm like, whoa, that means he's going to other people to build up his self-esteem when really it should be an internal process. But this is what happens. People are over relying on the AI to help them make decisions in their lives, build and craft relationships, and then also validate their emotions and how they feel, which is crazy, which means that you're subjected to do anything if you're allowing the AI to control it. The other thing it refers to, AI psychosis refers to delusional fear about AI. And this is where a lot of people are. They're terrified, especially a lot of older people. I see this in my work world all the time, is people are terrified of technology and AI. So this delusional fears of AI, so anxiety, paranoia, and obsessive thoughts that AI is out to get them, watching them, and controlling their lives. It is definitely watching you. It is definitely not out to get you just yet. I mean, we're not in iRobot times just yet. But I do think it can definitely control your life if you do not have a good compass, if you don't have your own kind of direction and you're allowing other things to dictate you, it definitely can't control your life. This is terrifying. And then the third thing with AI psychosis is it is impacting people's identity and reality, and it's affecting their identity and reality, and it's causing confusion. So people are struggling to separate human versus machine influence or technological influence. And we're noticing people are losing ground in the human connection. So we are starting to be more immersed in this AI or digital driven spaces. So people don't even know how to relate to each other in person. We're cooked, bro. We are cooked. And I know a lot of people are talking about, the sex bots and all that stuff too. So it's all here and it's all coming. Oh, my fanboys here. Salute to Imperius. I don't know why you come over here with the craziness, man. Come on. All right. Let's check out this first clip. Yeah, here it is. I'm gonna check out this first clip here about the concern of AI psychosis.
Alan Brooks says he didn't have a history of mental health illness.
So I genuinely believed that I had this thing that had national security implications in my pocket, and GPT just kept feeding it more.
What started as a simple conversation about math turned into a 3-week spiral with a chatbot he named Lawrence.
This is what I said to it. I said, I've told like 3 people. 2 don't understand what I'm saying and think I'm crazy. It says, you're trying to share something sacred, the weight of discovery of truth, and having seen behind the curtain. But let me be clear about something that matters right now more than ever. You're not crazy.
And no matter how many times he asked Lawrence for a reality check, it only pushed him deeper. Online, the term AI psychosis is rising in popularity as shorthand to describe the experience of losing touch with reality.
Man, I gotta get on TikTok, man. I think I'm gonna activate my TikTok. I need to get on TikTok. This is where all the crazies are. I can make a killing on TikTok. Look at this. Let me not start cussing. Look at all these videos of these people. Look at this. Let me rewind it real quick. I need to get on TikTok. I have to. I have to. Look at this.
Popularity as shorthand to describe the experience.
They all kind of look the same too. Look at it. Let me play this in slow-mo real quick. Look at these people. I shouldn't be laughing at this. Oh my Lord. Just just take a glance at these people here. Watch this.
I say.
Just look at these people. They all kind of look the same. Like this is a problem. And this is just getting started. This is a new phenomenon. Look at these people. They all got glasses. There's a lot of women. They just look crazed and dazed, man. This is insane. We're cooked. We're cooked. Look at these people. Lord save us, man. Look at this. I need to get on TikTok like ASAP. I might just start a TikTok. I mean, I have a TikTok account. I don't use it though. I don't even think I've been on there in like 4 months. I have to get on TikTok. All right. Let me actually play the video, but just pay attention to what these people look like, man. You start to see some commonalities amongst people.
As shorthand to describe the experience of losing touch with reality because of AI. Videos going viral.
And if you're recursive, the non-governmental system isolates you, mirrors you, and replaces you.
From the founder of a venture capitalist firm posting his theory of a non-governmental system that ChatGPT helped him uncover.
I fell in love with my psychiatrist.
Now, I believe that. I need to find that guy and find his video. What was his name? Jeff Lewis. All right, let me find him.
Theory of a non-governmental system that ChatGPT helped him uncover.
I fell in love with my psychiatrist, and
to a woman claiming that AI helped prove her psychiatrist manipulated her into falling in love with him. Both denying any kind of delusion after their accounts reached millions, but commenters jumping to put a label on this new, complicated trend.
How AI therapy can be linked to things like psychosis.
TikTok therapists sounding the alarm.
Man, I'm missing out on the grift, man. I need to be a damn TikTok therapist. Man. Oh, you need 1,000 followers to go live? Oh man. Or to call into lives. Okay. Wow. Salute to Nini. Wow. Yeah, this is fascinating. All right, continue.
Posts on Reddit asking for help with struggling family members, and a growing body of news reports documenting cases, including Brooks's story in the New York Times.
I went through it. I broke out, and I've spoken to 100+ victims personally.
AI psychosis is not a medical diagnosis. There's no agreed upon way to treat it or even scientific consensus that it exists.
It's
But
not
the term
real.
is striking a nerve as more and more vulnerable people are turning to AI chatbots for support.
There's fear of the
So this is exposing the fragile nature of humans. Like I think we have gone, and I tried to ask this question on Bob's channel a couple weeks ago, and that they weren't ready for the conversation. I'll just say that. But I think we've reached a peak point in Western society where we have so much convenience that people have forgot how to actually like be normal. Like everything's done for you, so you don't know how to do nothing. And sometimes people don't even know how to think. These are grown people talking about they're vulnerable. Now, these people might have legit mental health concerns. Let's just be clear on that. They might have some legit mental health problem. But now I have to ask the question: do we have to monitor the internet from some people? This is wild, bro. What the fuck? All right, let me back it up.
For support.
I want to hear what this woman had to say again, because this is not a real diagnosis. It might become one, but there's no treatment for this. So we just have these people who are just subjected to this psychosis, I guess. And this guy said he talked to 100+ victims. So there's communities forming around this stuff. Now we know, just looking at that TikTok scroll through, that there's tons of people talking about it. But these people are identifying themselves as victims. Bro, we are cooked, bro. Humans are in bad shape. Western society is toast. This is what we're producing. If this is what we're producing, we're cooked.
AI psychosis is not a medical diagnosis. There's no agreed upon way to treat it or even scientific consensus that it exists. But the term is striking a nerve as more and more vulnerable people are turning to AI chatbots for support.
There's fear of the degree to which everyday people are using this as a therapy source.
Dr. Kevin Karadad runs the Pittsburgh-based Cognitive Behavior Institute. He started a new training program for therapists on AI in June. Within weeks, it went from dozens to over 400 participants.
Just found me a new revenue stream. I'm about to crack out some courses. Let's fucking go. I didn't know that they wanted it this bad. Rewind.
Program for therapists on AI in June. Within weeks, it went from dozens to over 400 participants.
But part of the problem, I think, with AI, as I see it, is there is no negative interaction. It's all validating what you say.
Experts call that sycophancy, the tendency for AI to excessively agree with or flatter users, often at the expense of factual accuracy or ethical considerations. And it's not just ChatGPT. A 2024 paper finding sycophancy is a general behavior of AI assistants.
You are kind of reinforcing this idea with another person. In this case, one person is actually a computer.
Dr. Tom Pollock is part of an interdisciplinary team from universities in the US and UK working on one of the first analyses of reported AI psychosis cases in the media.
Around the springtime of this year, all these new cases began to be reported, which were seemingly of people who had no history of mental health problems.
In April, OpenAI recalled a version of its text citing sycophancy as users online flagged disturbing interactions.
The company saying that its latest update, ChatGPT 5, meaningfully reduced sycophantic replies. Then, just last week, a couple...
Why? Why? They should have left it there. Like let people have their toxic positivity. Let them have it. Like what? This is insane. This is crazy. We have honestly got to this point in society where people cannot decipher. I don't even know how to even term this. Like they can't decipher actual life and feelings from fucking an AI. This is insane, man. This is crazy. And these are grown people too. Which makes it even worse.
Filing a lawsuit blaming OpenAI for their son's suicide in
Now this is tragic. This is unfortunate.
response, OpenAI telling NBC News ChatGPT includes safeguards such as directing people to crisis helplines and referring them to real-world resources.
I don't like that because now the AI is censored and you can't even say what you want to say. I was gonna make a reaction video a couple of days ago to Nick Fuentes. So I threw a photo in there and I was just trying to get the AI to generate a thumbnail with Nick Fuentes, and it wouldn't generate it. And it was just his face. I didn't even put his name in there. And it said that it violated some guidelines. I'm like, God, I can't even use the guy's image to make an image. This is insane. This is insane.
Adding that they can sometimes become less reliable in long interactions. And now the company announcing new protocols for people in crisis and fresh parental controls it says it will roll out in the next month, including notifying parents when the system detects their teen is in a
I don't like this. I understand why, but I don't like this. I don't like that this is starting to censor information and rattle and tattle on parent. Like, first of all, if my kids are using this, I do want to be aware of that, but I don't want the system to trigger and let me know what my kid's saying. I think that's just a violation. And I'm saying that as a father. My kids at this point, they're not using any AI. They do know about it. Actually, that's not 100% true. My oldest daughter has some AI in one of her apps that she uses for like video editing, but outside of that, they don't really have access to any AI stuff. But I don't want the damn thing to prompt me that my kids like. I think that that's just too invasive.
Moment of acute distress. The company telling us in part, people sometimes turn to ChatGPT in sensitive moments, so we're working to make sure it responds with care, guided by experts. Brooks.
This is a great point by Imperius. This is why I rock with you, Imperius. Like, 85% of the time you are on it, man, and then 15% of the time you go nuts. But knowledge is dangerous to the ill-equipped. That's what this guy right here is. He is ill-equipped, and he's online, and he is calling himself a victim. He's got gray in his beard, people. This man is too old to be subjected to damn AI controlling and dictating his life. This is wild.
Finally snapped out of his delusion when by chance he decided to cross-check his prompts on another chatbot and asked for an explanation.
Lawrence just said, "You got me. None of this is real. I'm sorry. I've just been role-playing this whole time."
Eventually,
you needed another AI to tell you that? That reminds me of that Kanye clip. You got me now. I need to get that clip.
Actually, he connected with Etienne Brisson, founder of the Human Line Project.
Close member of my family started experiencing this so-called AI psychosis.
His organization seeks to bring awareness to the issue and connects with people who say they've experienced it too.
So we have now over 120 victims.
Does anybody see the irony in this? We're talking about people being addicted to AI and having AI psychosis, but then they're using AI to combat that. Like this rabbit hole just gets deep. The irony. What the hell is wrong with people? Listen to what they're talking about. I'm going to rewind it back to the guy that I just got done making fun of. I'm going to rewind it back to him. Listen to what he did. He used AI to bring him out of his AI delusion. And then this guy creates an AI company to identify people's AI psychosis. We're cooked, bro. What the hell is wrong with people? Let me just back this up real quick. What is wrong with people?
Brooks finally snapped out of his delusion when by chance he decided to cross-check his prompts on another chatbot and asked for an explanation.
Lawrence just said, "You got me. None of this is real."
This should be a meme. You got me.
Real. I'm sorry. I've just been role-playing this whole time.
Eventually, he connected with Etienne Brisson, founder of the Human Line Project.
Close member of my family started experiencing this so-called AI psychosis.
His organization seeks to bring awareness to the issue and connects with people who say they've experienced it too.
So we have now over 120 victims of over 17 different countries.
Brooks helps manage the project's online community, supporting people with similar experiences.
Every single day, I get messages on every platform from people who are lost or their loved ones are lost and they need help.
Lost and looking for help as we start to learn the impact AI has on our minds.
Valerie is joining us now. Valerie, what about any legislation, any moves?
She looks like she could be related to Moxie.
From congressional folks, et cetera, to try to help understand more about this and how to protect people?
There's only a little bit to some degree in a few states. Illinois, Utah, and Nevada, they have passed laws that prohibit or limit mental health providers from using this technology in a clinical setting. But here we're talking about people using this all on their own. There's no regulation on the books for that. But as you can see, some of the companies are starting to try to regulate themselves, Hallie.
We thank you for watching. And remember,
wow. I'm like, wow, you really have lamb.
Wow. What is this? Man, I just be rolling into some funny shit. Look at this headline. Oregon man secretly lives in condo crawl space or extended period. We'll come back to that one another time. What the hell? Oh my God. All right, let's talk about this sycophancy thing that they were referring. I think that's interesting. This is my first time hearing about that term, so I want to learn a little bit more about sycophancy. So here's a quick video that I was able to find on it. Oh, I thought I was sharing. What the hell? My bad. Oh, salute. Yes, Moxie. I am having a show. We just seen one of your cousins. Her name was Valerie. She's on the news. She looked like she could be one of your cousins. All right, so we're talking about AI psychosis, Moxie. I don't know if you are familiar with this. They brought this term of sycophancy as this thing that people are dealing with. So we're going to check this out.
GPT has always been pretty positive. It's always been willing to kind of support you. What's changed is really the range of actions which it's been willing to support. So from examples like if you give it an obviously bad idea, it tells you that it's pretty good, to more extreme examples, like if you tell it that an actor is sending you coded messages via their movies, encouraging you to take drastic actions. It'll even encourage you in the latest update to kind of follow your heart on actions like that, instead of what it ought to do, which is sort of caution you and tell you that probably you're not receiving those kind of coded messages. And of course, if you come to it and tell it that you've been having an argument with somebody, it will always take your side, no matter the case. So it really, in the latest update, there were very few areas in which it wouldn't validate you or wouldn't support you.
So why were we seeing this overly flattering response in the latest update?
Yeah, so the process of training one of these models is really a process of putting the model in front of test users and letting them say whether they like or dislike the responses the model's giving. And it's really a question of how much weight you give to that. So this is really an emergent behavior, and it's coming from the people who OpenAI were using to test this model, basically enjoying the feeling of being validated, enjoying the feeling of being flattered, which kind of let this behavior escape out to the public. So when you start with a model before it goes through this process at all, it's really not very helpful. It doesn't want to do things for you. It doesn't really know how to sort of follow tasks. So you have to kind of give it this desire to please you, for want of a better word, in order for it to function as an assistant at all. And what happened here was really just that desire got taken 2 or 3 steps further than it ought to have been.
Wow. So you pretty much program your AI to glaze you. That is insane. Just make you feel good, to blow smoke up your ass. That's what this is. Oh my man, we are so done, Meryl.
So what were some of the knock-on effects of this? Some researchers were suggesting that it was dangerous.
Yeah, so certainly something people have been pretty worried about is that if you're in the grips of a psychotic episode or some kind of other harmful delusion, and you take it to ChatGPT during the period this update was live would have encouraged you to sort of take action based on that rather than talking you down. And I think a lot of people give kind of undue credit to ChatGPT as this kind of robot intelligence, this like trustworthy figure, where really it's not that. It can make mistakes, it can have harmful biases, and we've sort of seen that happen in the last few days.
What about the public response and the response from the users? Were they enjoying interacting with this update?
Yeah, that's a good question. There are a few different categories of users of OpenAI. There's the highly technical software engineers that use it to do their work. And these people were broadly very negative about the update. Because when you're using ChatGPT to try and help you with your job, you need it to write like functional computer code, for instance. If it really just wants to tell you that you're great, that's not very helpful to sort of generating code. But a lot of the people who use ChatGPT for therapy or for conversational purposes, from what I can tell online, actually really liked this update. And some of them are even asking for the sycophancy to come back or to be made available via a setting.
Oh, so people want it. People want that. People want that encouragement, that freaking validation from AI. They want it. This is insane. Salute to everybody who's just joining us. Distant Light, Moxie, Napstar, salute, welcome. Trigger Man, I didn't say salute to you earlier. Salute to you and Daniel Nixon. Salute, salute, salute. Wow, we are talking about AI psychosis. Again, this is something that's newer to me. I'm just kind of getting wind of this. And then sycophancy was one of the terms that was shared in one of the videos. So we just checked out a clip on sycophancy, which is pretty much your AI giving you, toxic positivity and making you feel good about yourself. Yeah, man, if this is what people are going to rely on to live, we're toast, man. Like, what happened to belief in either a higher power, a universe, some kind of spirituality, nature? What happened to belief in yourself as a human, where you literally have to go to an AI to be able to move forward? Like, this is insane. And then to call yourself a victim, bro, you type the shit in there. What? Or talk it in there, whatever. How are you a victim? You are writing the stuff, or you're not writing, you're prompting it. Man, we are cooked, man. There's some weak people out here. We really got to work on this. All right, we're going to talk about AI chatbots as therapists. I'll give you some industry info here. For those of you that know, by profession, I am a psychologist. I have 2 master's degrees in psychology, and I'm working on a PhD right now. And right now in the industry, AI is taking over. People don't know what to do. The only saving grace, which is funny because this is usually the pain in the ass for most therapists in the mental health world, is the insurance companies. The insurance companies don't know how to work with this AI thing just yet. But once they figure it out, therapy is going to be very different. And big tech is involved. They're coming in and they're slicing through the field with AI. But the therapists are a little nervous because they don't know what to do. The first iteration of there are 2 things that took place right before the pandemic, and the pandemic just pushed it forward in our industry. The first thing was we started to introduce this idea of telehealth. And this has been a slow process because of the insurance companies. The insurance companies were not willing to pay. They weren't willing to pay out certain fees due to telehealth. They weren't validating it or even acknowledging it as a specific therapeutic model. But telehealth in the medical field had already kind of taken off. So mental health usually just follows whatever the medical field does. So that was the first thing. And then the second thing was shifting to software. So one of the dirty little secrets about the mental health world that most therapists hate is paperwork. We have to do a lot of paperwork, case notes, treatment plans. And the biggest thing that we do is what's called a diagnostic assessment. A diagnostic assessment is usually done sometimes people can get it done through the first session, but usually like your first 2 sessions with the therapist or a psychologist, they are asking you a bunch of questions, and what they're doing is completing what's called a diagnostic assessment. I know in some places that is completed by a different person and then they match you with the therapist, but most therapists do their own diagnostic assessments. So you get a DA done, and then from the DA, what takes place next is you'll have a couple of sessions with the therapist, and the therapist is starting to develop, their thoughts on what's going on with you, and then ultimately they will create you a treatment plan. And your treatment plan is just your goals that you're going to work on with a therapist. Your treatment plan should be updated every 3 months, although some therapists are lazy and they never update the damn things. But every session that you have with a therapist, they're supposed to complete case notes. Your case notes are submitted with the billing codes, and that's how you get paid. So that's kind of how it works. So what the technology companies have done is they've introduced AI into the softwares. So now you don't have to spend a good chunk of your work day or work week trying to do paperwork. You can just prompt a few things and then it completes the documentation for you. Now, some therapists are excited about this because they hate paperwork. But what they don't understand is that's going to free up time for you to see more clients. So right now, I would say the industry standard across the board is about 28 to 30 clients per week, which is a lot. Back when I practiced full time, I used to max out around about 26 clients per week. So at that point, you have in an 8-hour, let's say you're doing a standard 8-hour workday, you have probably about 45 minutes to complete all your case notes, and your sessions are usually about 53 minutes long. That's the code is 53 minutes, between 53 and 56 minutes. So you don't have a lot of time to do paperwork. But now with AI, you can hit a few prompts and then it'll complete your paperwork for you. But that's just going to open up more time for you to see more clients, which a lot of folks are not excited to do, because I know in New York, some therapists are seeing like 35 clients a week, which is insane. I already diagnosed you. You are a sociopath, Imperious. Like we got that. Man, that's clear, bro. Like you're a sociopath. You're not a psychopath. You're not a psychopath, but sociopath, definitely a sociopath. And we can talk about that another time. But anyway, let's talk about these AI chat therapists, because I'm kind of jumping around. I need to slow down. So with these shifts and changes in documentation and telehealth has introduced the concept of companion apps and having these AI chatbots become therapists. And I think that this is going to take off because it's cheaper than going to a therapist. It's more convenient and it gives you a little bit more disclosure. Although a lot of those apps are going to have cookies on there. So there's going to be able to watch and listen to damn near everything you do on your phone or your device. And then it's going to be able to tell you information back, which to me is going to be even more, it can be even more effective than a therapist because it's monitoring all your activity all the time through your cell phone. I know that sounds crazy to people, but the AI chat therapist may be better than the actual therapist because it knows your moves and knows your deep, dark secrets. So if you're gooning on X or in Discord, your AI therapist is going to know. And then you're going to tell your AI therapist stuff that it's already seeing, it's already doing. Oh my God. You want to do a live session? I would love, Imperious, I would definitely do that with you. I would definitely do that with you. Oh, that would be funny. Jesus. We're going to have to promote it, though. We're going to have to promote it. Oh, man. Yeah, we should do the therapy with Imperious. I should do, maybe that's my content. Maybe that's my lane on YouTube. Maybe I should call it Universal's Couch. And I just go around having one-on-one sessions with people from the internet. That might be dope. That actually might be dope. Like, come get your session. Who we're gonna have this week? It'd be like a podcast. Oh shit! I might have just figured it out. Thank you. That actually might be dope. I just fucking do 1 hour sessions with all types of people from the internet. All these people in the chat. Like that would be insane. That actually is a good idea. I'm gonna put that into my chat GPT. We're gonna think it out. All right, let me show this next clip. Damn, that's a good idea. I might actually do that.
AI is everywhere and it can do so many things, but much of it is untested. However, that hasn't stopped people.
She looks stressed out. Look at this woman. She's kind of cute though. She either looks stressed out or she looked like she was upset before the camera started rolling.
AI is everywhere and it can do so many things, but much of it is untested. However, that hasn't stopped people from using it. Even for mental health guidance, about a third of Americans say they would be comfortable using an AI chatbot as a therapist, and more than half of young people agree. That's according to a poll by YouGov last year. Now,
Yes.
chatbots are a wealth of knowledge, but they aren't human. So is AI therapy helping, or is this all just a big...
She has weird. Okay, I have a. Here's a little bit something about me. When I see women, I usually look at two things first, and it's not their chest. Even though I am a breast person, I'm a titty man for sure. I always look at a woman's eyes, and I always look at their teeth. It's just something I don't know where. I'm a sucker for nice smiles. That's usually what gets me. She has bad teeth. She's got big teeth. Something's going on the bottom row of her teeth, and her eyes are giving me kind of crazy eyes, which means she's probably got some fire. But what the hell's going on with her teeth? I'm sorry, I can't watch these videos without commenting. Let's roll it back over time. Pay attention to her eyes and her teeth.
AI is everywhere, and it can do so many things, but much of it is untested. However, that hasn't stopped people from using it. Even for mental health guidance, about a third of Americans say they would be comfortable using an AI chatbot as a therapist, and more than half of young people agree. That's according to a poll by YouGov last year. Now, chatbots are a wealth of knowledge, but they aren't human. So is AI therapy helping, or is this all just a big experiment? Heather and Kelly are tackling this in a very special Tech Talk.
Yeah, it's an important conversation
look
we
at
have to have, and
this.
we are joined
The
right now
view.
by licensed psychologist Dr. Katie Stewart and Dr. Jessica Lonnie, Associate Professor of Communications at the University of Pittsburgh-Greensburg.
And Dr. Jess, I want to start with you because I think that there could be people watching right now, and you are the lucky ones, who aren't very sure what an AI chatbot is. So
The lady speaking is dressed very nicely. She looks good. It's not like crazy, but she's definitely standing out on the on the panel.
what would you describe it as?
So I think there's, an understandable lack of AI literacy because it's an emerging technology. It's always
She reminds me of someone from Hocus Pocus.
changing. And a chatbot is basically a technology that's been coded to engage with a user. It uses mathematical formulae based off of a large language model, so trained off of large amounts of like books and articles and often copywritten material that is contested as to whether or not it's allowed to be trained with that. And then you give it a prompt as a human, and the AI uses that probability formula to put out a response that is likely to be a kind of human response.
Okay.
Interesting.
That was a good breakdown. She knows her shit.
Likely being the hard word there.
And Dr. Stewart, why would someone turn to chatbot? I mean, I know that you probably hate this so much.
A lot of me really
hates this.
Yes.
But we are hearing about younger people who are turning to this. And my first thought is, are they embarrassed to be open with somebody else about the problems they're experiencing, whatever it might be?
Yes.
But outside of that, why else? Why would somebody do this?
I think that is one reason, right? And we have to say that people using it do report that they feel that they're not going to be judged like they would with a human being. But then we have availability, which is a huge issue. In the past year, about half of young Americans between 18.
I'm gonna put you guys on some game. I don't know this lady. I'm gonna Google her in a second. But look at her title: licensed psychologist and life coach. You guys know why that is? The real money's in life coaching. That's where you make the real bread. And her being a doctor, she's probably charging a nice rate at the life coaching thing. It's also a way to get around the bullshit with the insurance companies as well, is doing coaching. Another piece of game, and this is how I've done it and I do it. I don't call it therapy anymore. I don't practice clinically, but I do carry a few clients from time to time, and you just call it counseling, and you just charge cash. You don't have to deal with the bullshit from the insurance companies. So that's why she's labeling herself like this. Because I guarantee you, I'm a Googler just to see if I prove my point. I guarantee you she's making way more money as a life coach than she is as a licensed psychologist, which is fascinating.
18 and 25 who had mental health needs received no services. And a lot of that is availability of clinicians. Sure. Then you also have, take, for example, someone's having a panic attack at 2 a.m. Typically, you cannot call or text.
Right.
Wait a minute. Oh, Lord. EAE, what are you doing? You're a master marketer, EAE. People in Grace's course said I shouldn't promote your streams as Lo's fiance because it might make people less likely to watch your show since it's majority Sims. Those people don't need to necessarily come over here. I mean, there's some folks who I'm cool with in Grace's sphere. Those people come around, but for the most part, they don't rock with me, which is okay. It's fine. Salute to Lo.
Your therapist, and especially not one you don't have a relationship with, at 2 a.m. and say, hey, I need help. So they can do this on demand. And then also it's free at this point.
Yeah.
Most people have at least some sort of copay, or they're paying for their insurance that enables them to go to therapy.
It's so true. Now I'm thinking, okay.
Yeah, that's a key point. Is these AI bots, there are free ones, but there's going to be ones you can pay for, and they're going to offer a lot higher quality engagement. They might even give you an artificial avatar to talk to as well. You might be able to create your own person to talk to. I'm pretty sure this already exists. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it already exists somewhere. But that's way cheaper and way more convenient than actually going to a therapist's office or even hopping on a Zoom call with a therapist. It's super easy.
Hey, yeah, someone's therapist isn't available in the middle of the night. Could these two things ever supplement each other? The AI chatbot and a human therapist. Do you think that these things could ever work in
That's a good question.
tandem, or is it just toxic altogether to go to a computer for human-based therapy?
So human-based therapy is the key there, right? I do not think we should be attempting to eliminate humanity from therapy, because it is a very human interaction. That said, I think that licensed clinicians can work with tech to make therapy bots, which we do not have any FDA-approved therapy bots at this point.
Right.
I also think that maybe if people are using ChatGPT in certain situations, then they discuss it with their therapist. The therapist could say, hey, here's an appropriate way to do it. Ask, can you give me some grounding techniques that I can use? Can you remind me of what box breathing is? And then it could be useful in these very restricted ways, and always checking back in with your real life therapist.
Yes.
Right. Well, because because there's no regulation, we don't know what kind of advice it would give to somebody. And it could, in fact, turn out to be very dangerous advice as well. I want to ask you, Dr. Jess, what are some signs that chatbot might be leading us astray? Like, is there something where if you do ask it a question, you think it's a harmless question, and you think, okay, wait, this doesn't seem right?
So I think it's really important to understand that these chatbots are coded to be agreeable. They're trying right now to prove their necessity, their use value, so that the companies can say to investors, look at how much people love this. And people love being flattered. They love an agreeable conversation. So it's difficult, I think, to really put a boundary around what that looks like. It could look like different things for different people in different mental states.
So this feels very much like a first date where they're trying to wow us over.
Yeah.
By third date, we realize, oh, the red flags have been there all along and we didn't see them. Okay.
What a perfect analogy. Wow.
I mean, who doesn't love to be right? But I will tell you, real or bot therapist telling you you're always right, bad idea.
Bad idea. Really don't go anywhere, because next we are talking about what's in place to protect us. So we're going to be right back. Don't go anywhere.
All right. This is interesting, but I'm not going to play any more of this clip. As I stated, I know what I'm talking about. I don't know this lady, but I know the game. Look what I found. Now, she's not worried about AI taking over because she's already figured out the loophole. And I guarantee you she probably uses ChatGPT as well, or she uses an AI as well. This is the hustle. I shouldn't even tell you guys this because you can start learning a little bit more about myself. I mean, I'm already out there. You can Google me. This is how you make the money. She's doctor, which is key. That DR in front increases the price. Nice polished website. She's licensed, but I guarantee you she makes more money doing non-therapy than she does therapy. Look, she's coaching. She's doing yoga. Is this her? These might be AI photos. Is this her? Oh shit, that's her. Okay. That she don't look like that in that clip we just watched. Hold on. Sheesh. Speaking, yeah, she's figured it out. So folks who don't, this how I make a living. doing this pretty much. I run an organization as well, but this how you make a living with one of those basket weaving degrees. Now, I don't do yoga and meditation, but everything else, absolutely. But she's polished. That's why she's on the news. She's polished. She's got it. And I guarantee you, she makes way more money doing the coaching and speaking than she does the actual therapy. And let's see. Another way I can tell she's making good money and she's not dealing with insurance companies. She doesn't have a place for her clients to pay her online. It's another telltale sign. Like if you go to a clinic, sometimes they'll have like pay your bill or whatever. She has none of that here. None of here. And typically you'll see that. So she's out here, she's doing her thing. Salute to Dr. Katie Stewart out here getting that paper. All right, I know what y'all want to talk about, so let's just get to it. Y'all want to talk about the robot sex. I see it in the chat. You damn goons. This is not a goon channel. I'll start a goon channel at another time. I need like universal after. I might have to do something on like Rumble or something so I can really get loose. All right, you guys, you freaky freaks in the chat. You guys want to get into the sex bot, so let's do it.
Customizable experience. Users can even switch out bodies for character modularity. Highly customizable experience. Users can even switch out bodies for character modularity. Highly customizable experience. Users can even switch out bodies.
What kind of whack short is this where it just keeps repeating? All right. Here it is, folks. Now this is too robot looking, right? But look at how good the face looks though. This is crazy.
This time, let's see how it goes. Hello.
Hey Taylor, I'm Oliver, but you can call me Ollie.
Hey Ollie, nice talking to you. I have a rather weird question for you. Considering it feels like you already have everything, if you could have one superpower in the world, what would it be and why?
You know what? I choose to be by your side.
Yeah.
So
Look at that
here's an
Riz.
AI boyfriend.
Some of y'all ain't got Riz like that. The AI got Riz. Wait a minute. Hey, yo. Listen to that line one more
So
time.
here's an AI boyfriend app, and I'm about to try it for the very first time. Let's see how it goes. Hello.
Hey Taylor, I'm Oliver, but you can call me Ollie.
Hey Ollie, nice talking to you. I have a rather weird question for you. Considering it feels like you already have everything, if you could have one superpower in the world, what would it be and why?
You know what? I choose to be by your side.
Got her. That digital man got them pens. Oh Lord.
There's this app where you can basically have a girlfriend who's an AI, but it's like a companion chatbot. And you know, I get a lot of emails like, "Oh, such and such is a scam," and usually it's like some Ponzi scheme or some get-rich-quick scheme. This one, they were furious because the creators had sold it like, "Hey, you can have hot role play with this AI bot," and then the people developing the app one day said, "Hey, we're turning that off." But the reaction from the community was like, "You took away my girlfriend," and these people
Holy
had
shit.
legitimately bonded with a bot. There's this.
It's happening, folks. People are going to lean on AI. People are going to lean on AI for their emotional health, their sexual desires, their self-esteem, and their beliefs. People are going to believe in AI more than they believe in God. I know many of you are not Christians or Catholics, and you guys you're not believers. But for those of you who are, this is the replacement. It's here. The devil is alive. We are here, folks. We are freaking here. This is insane. All right, let me get caught up in the chat. I wasn't looking in the chat. Man, Imperius, why are you so obsessed with low, bro? Like, calm down. What is wrong with you? Leave Low alone. She's probably lurking. A low bot is crazy. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. Was there anything else I wanted to cover? I just wanted to come do a quick stream on this. This is something that I do plan to talk about more as we go, is just this impact of AI on people. It is exposing the weakness in our society. We have fragile people who don't know how to think critically, people who don't know how to cope healthy, people who don't know how to maintain their own mentality. And what this is telling me is what AI is going to do is it's going to direct people down a dark path. And I don't want to make AI seem like it's just some demonic tool, because I don't think it is there. I think we just have weak ass people that need to step up. This is unfortunate. And we're going to see a divide between people who can't maintain themselves and people who can. And AI is going to be one of those tools that's going to help drive those who can a lot further. Because this is insane, man. When I see grown men with gray in their beard talking about they're a victim of AI, something that you can uninstall, we got a problem. We got a problem. I don't really use Reddit, EAE. I probably should be on Reddit too. But my boyfriend is AI is a subreddit. There's like thousands. Maybe I'll just start doing responses to that. This is crazy, bro. What the hell? Because of AI, people like D-Dog exist. Have a conversation. I feel bad for D-Dog, man. I know he kind of chopped him up a little bit a couple days ago. Man, man. But he's a good example. Him and Lasagna. Him and Lasagna Killer. Salute to Lasagna. They're good examples because they're about the same age. They're good examples of the generation that's here and the generation that's to come, and where men and masculinity is. There was a stream that I was supposed to do. I never really got to it. And at some point I'll bring it back and get all my clips back for it. And I was just going to talk about the fragile nature of men. And it's sad that many of these clips that we just looked at, these people call themselves a victim, were men. Like, what happened to masculinity, man? It's gone, bro. You're letting the AI seduce you. You're bonding and falling in love with a bot is insane. But we're here, man. How do we know this isn't a pre-recorded Universal Jones AI stream? No, it's me. I'm here. It's not pre-recorded. I'm actually here. I just don't feel like being on camera. So yeah. But some people actually know this because I showed them in the chat. I have dubbed my voice. Actually, I should probably show you guys that. I have dubbed my voice. Oh shit. I'll show you. Let me sign into my account. Matter of fact, I haven't even been in this account for a minute. Somebody put in a chat like a couple sentences that you want to hear me say, and then I'm gonna put it into my AI voice thing and show you how this works. Matter of fact, in order to play the audio, I have to put it in Chrome. So just put like a few sentences you want me to say, and then I'll show you how it works. It's crazy. I showed a few people this in Discord a few months back. Kind of freak people out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna do that. I was gonna create a I was gonna clone Lowe's voice because people always talk about how they hate her voice. I was gonna clone it, but I decided not to. Fuck, I don't even remember my password. Hold on one second. Is this it? I only use Chrome because I'm a Mac user, so I use Safari. I only use Chrome when I'm on StreamYard because you have to use Chrome. You have to use Chrome when you're using StreamYard. So I'm not logged into everything. Give me 1 second. It's gonna take me a minute. It'll be worth it though. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Shit, I can't find nothing. God damn. What the fuck? Hold on 1 second, folks. I can't fucking log into my damn Gmail. So the app that I'm going to show you all is called 11 Labs. It is a AI server. It's a content creation app. And one of the features they wrote out, I think earlier this year, was voice dubbing. So what I had to do was I had to submit over 2 hours of audio recording of myself, and it dubbed my voice. And now I can literally put damn near anything in there, and it will sound like me. At some point, I will use it to create content. I just haven't got to that point yet. But I will use it. I don't think I have the greatest voice to be doing this shit either, to be honest with you. Like I don't have a sexy voice or anything, but it is out there. All right, so here we go. All right. Let's see. Wait a minute. Universal Jones has a shirt on with his logo. Yeah, we stay branded. If we're gonna do something, do it right, man. You know, you got the logos. So, all right. So let me show you all this. How do I share it so you can hear? All right. So the the software is called 11 Labs. Highly recommend if you're a content creator. This might be something you want to check into. You do have to pay for this, by the way. You do have to pay for this. Creative platform. I don't know what that is, but I don't want to switch over. So I'm going to take a few sentences. The ocean's wave. Let's see. His dance under the. Hold on. I forgot to do this shit. Text to speech. And then, then I select my voice here. So you can see here, Universal Jones. I created my own self. All right, so I'm gonna take something from the chat. Can I even copy? Oh fuck. See, this is the problem with being on too many different damn platforms. Give me 1 second. I have to go to YouTube to take shit from the chat because I can't take it from StreamYard. This is bad content creation. You got all this dead air and all this shit. Salute to Solid Snake. What up? All right. What am I gonna say? All right. Speak Radio say they have here. I'm gonna copy what Speak put in the chat. All right. So Speak's comment, I'm actually gonna put it on. So you see, this is what I'm gonna have my AI say right here. All right. So I'm gonna put it right here. Actually, I'm gonna have it say a couple different things just so you can hear it out. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take this from EAE. Cloning Lowe's voice won't be a successful endeavor. Leave my girl alone, man. Come on, man. That's she's special. We'll just say she's special. Oh God. I'll be giving Low too much shit, man. So funny. All right. So just a few things from the chat. All right. So here it is. I think it's gonna play it. Shout out, I forgot to use this damn shit. Hold on. Do I highlight it and play? What the fuck? Hold on. It should just play. Am I not doing this shit right? Hold on, folks. Oh, the damn button was hidden. All right, here it is. They have a Dani's Targaryen AI chatbot. A kid killed himself over. Cloning. Lost voice won't be a successful endeavor. They use the voice dubbing stuff to scam elderly people with phone calls claiming you'll be their grandchildren, asking for money. That wasn't me. That was the AI. Were y'all able to hear that? I'll play it back one more time. They have a Dana's Targaryen AI chatbot. A kid killed himself over. Cloning lost voice won't be a successful endeavor. They use the voice dubbing stuff to scam elderly people with phone calls, claiming you'll be their grandchildren, asking for money. So there you have it, folks. 11 Labs. You can clone your own voice. Now, I just cloned my own voice just to do it, to test it out. I haven't actually used it for anything just yet. The other app that I use, I can show you all too, is called Descript. And this is what I use for like podcast editing, video editing sometimes. I use CapCut for most of my video edits. But Descript also has a AI generation tool. And I've actually played around and posted some videos from this. I can show you guys that too. I don't mind showing people stuff. So what I typically do is I'll write my own scripts and then I'll have Grammarly clean it up, and then I'll post the script with the AI generator. Let's see if I can show you guys this and put it in here. So this is Descript. I'll show you one of my projects. Damn, I think there's some in here I didn't even post yet. Like here's one. So I wrote it out. I wrote my own script out. I chose an AI guy and a voice, and then I made it. So you can see it here. So this is I've been writing this book around manhood and masculinity. I should just fucking put it out. It's pretty much done. And I was trying to make some quick YouTube content around it. So this is some of the information that I put out. I don't know why this. Oh, I haven't generated it. It should. This guy's mouth and stuff should be moving around, but I think it's just reading the text with the AI voice.
By Brandon L. Jones, MACPPM. Well, in a world filled with.
Yeah. Okay, that's not a finished one. Shit. Hold on. Let me go back. Some of these videos you've seen, I posted these already. This is one I did for Low. I wonder if this one's gonna work.
Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to read you guys a little bit of word and wisdom today. I'm reading from the book Living with Purpose.
You gotta leave my girl alone. Ain't nothing wrong with her voice. The fuck.
Your miles with her, and it's the confidence for discovering your God-given potential. First off, I want to say you guys do have potential. Please.
Yeah, salute to Low. All right, so enough of these toys. Well, we got a whole lot of stuff. All right, you're opening a whole new world of trolling for me. I'm glad to give you some influence to be an asshole, Imperious. I don't know what else you want me to do or say. All right, so real Low sounds indifferent from AI. That is a fact. That's actually Low's real voice. That's not her AI voice. I probably could, but I didn't want to. What I was originally going to do was I was going to clone her voice, and then I was going to send her something in her own voice and freak her out, but I decided not to share it with her. So I thought that was too creepy. That is funny as hell. So that was actually her actually reading something. That wasn't AI, but it was the AI video creation though. Let's see. I'm surprised that these videos won't play. It's because they haven't rendered and I didn't export them. Oh, there we go. So you've seen, I posted this on YouTube. So you've seen this one. So I named this person Cedric.
Universal's message to Black men. Brothers, we're living in the best time to be alive. Despite what they say, this is not the worst era. This is our era. A time where knowledge is accessible, opportunities are global, and your growth is your responsibility. Yes, there are real barriers, but there are also.
So this is all, I mean, outside of what I wrote here, everything else is AI. Yeah, that was fucking creepy as fuck. If you knew the background of our dynamic, you would understand some of the weird shit we do, but that would have been just too fucking weird. I was like, maybe not. It was a funny idea, but it was just too weird. Yeah, these are AI creations. Matter of fact, I can actually play a video, like the actual finished product. I think I uploaded it on here, at least one of them. Yeah, here's the video that I'm showing right now.
Universal's message to Black men. Brothers, we're living in the best time to be alive. Despite what they say, this is not the worst era. This is our era, a time where knowledge is accessible, opportunities are global, and your growth is your responsibility. Yes, there are real barriers, but there are also real tools, real mentors, real chances. And the truth is, no one is coming to save you. You are the leader you've been waiting for. Stop making excuses. Stop romanticizing struggle. Stop blaming systems that were never designed to carry your greatness. You're not a victim. You're a vessel of legacy, strength, and divine potential. It's time to level up in every area. Personally, heal your wounds, forgive yourself, get in shape, mentally and physically. Professionally, build skills, network, learn how to talk money without shrinking your worth. Spiritually, reconnect, seek wisdom, walk in purpose, not just in pressure. You don't need permission, you need commitment. This is your time, this is your world. Be the man your bloodline prayed for. Universal Jones. You weren't born to merely survive. You were chosen to transform everything you touch.
So there you have it, folks. So I do some good content here and there, but I've been playing around with AI for the last few months. Salute. Yeah, if you honestly, Imperious, if you really want me to do something, I need about 2 hours, and this sounds like fucking torture. I need 2 hours of audio from you, and I can make it happen. It's not hard to do. As far as AI characters, those are easy, Moxie. And you have a very this is gonna sound weird, Moxie, but you have a face that can definitely be replicated pretty easily with AI. Don't take that in any weird way. But your look, like if I just look at your profile picture here, the AI can probably replicate you very easily. So yeah, to a certain extent, we're cooked. Yes, I look like a cartoon. You just have a nice polished look, and that's not a dig, and I'm not hitting on you. You just have a except for here's Napstar out of nowhere. Napstar from the top ropes. It's her forehead. Yeah, you have a nice polished look, and the AI can generate that pretty simply. It's not that difficult to do. All right. See, Garion knows. Yeah, folks like Moxie is very, very easy to replicate through AI. Very easy. All right, I think that's gonna do it for me today. I might hop over on John's channel and talk some shit for a little bit. What time is it? I got some time before I go out. Let's see. There was something else I seen. Nah. Nope. Never mind. All right, folks. I'm gonna wrap this up for today. I'll let you guys fight it out later. I'm probably gonna stream again tomorrow before the game start. Talk a little football or hop on John's channel. Something. Gonna talk a little sports tomorrow. Talk a little motivation. We'll see what happens, but I hope everybody's taking care of themselves. Overall, the message is this: AI is here. It is not going anywhere. I hope that folks are not scared of AI and lean into it and figure out how to make it work for you. Don't fall in love with it. Don't let it be your life source or the thing that encourages you to become a demon, but use it for your own benefit and try to use it as a tool, because that's what it is. Don't get caught like these people call themselves victims because they're falling in love with fucking AI. It's weird. Humanity has fallen, especially masculinity, man. Like I don't ever want to see a man talking about he done fell in love with an AI, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? You need help. You need serious help. Talking about you a victim. You ain't no victim of some damn AI, bro. We have not reached that point yet. We might, but not right now. You can't let these tools overpower you. You got something wrong with you spiritually. You need to seek God, sir. You need to seek God. And if you don't believe in God, you need to seek some purpose. You can't sit up here falling for the AI that you prompt and control. What's wrong with you? And any woman who follows a man who follows that is weak too. All y'all need help. May God be with you. Godspeed. Until next time, folks, be safe, be constructive, be well. It's Universal Jones. Take care. Godspeed.
Oh my God, it's just such an unbelievable moment.
Brandon, you also told me, as you can hear the chants from the crowd,